In this video, we're going to show you to install the VVT solenoids on your Nissan Quest located on the front side of the engine. Our particular vehicle has two VVT solenoids, and they are located on the front side of the engine. On this vehicle, it's sideways, so the front side is on the passenger side of the engine bay. Now, the first solenoid is located right here. So if you come down right from our thermostat or our radiator cap, it is right here and is bolted like so. Now, if we follow it straight back right behind our engine mount, our upper engine mount, there's another one on the back side, and it is positioned the opposite way, facing the engine firewall. And that's the one we're going to be replacing today. Now, the procedure is the same for both. It's going to be a 10mm bolt that secures this with an electrical connector on the back side. So let's go ahead and get to it. With the hood open, we want to go ahead and loosen and remove this 10mm bolt, as well as the one on the other side. Grab this here, gently pull that up and out, and set it aside. Let's go ahead and remove our engine cover here. And we have to remove this to get to the rearward VVT solenoid. So it's going to be 4 10mm bolts. There's 2 on the back here and 2 on the front. Now on the 4th bolt down here, we're going to use a box wrench. So we're able to remove the 2 on the back portion, set those aside. Lift up and remove that cover and set it aside. So if we come back to the back side here is our solenoid itself, and there is a 10mm bolt. It's right about down here. You can just barely see it, but it's right down in this area here. Now we do have to get rid of this electrical connector. We have to pop that off, and there is a tab right here on ours. Now this here from the factory is wrapped in electrical tape, and what we can do is you normally want to pinch on this section right here and wiggle that off. You might need assistance of a little pocket screwdriver. So what I'll try and do, I can use a larger screwdriver to come down from the front side of the engine bay and gently push on this connector while I push on this tab. So assistance of that screwdriver gently pushing on it, and I popped on that tab there. I was able to break that free and push that off. Now just tuck that off to the side. Now we want to go ahead and gain access to this bolt right here. So our combination to get into that is going to be a 10mm deep socket, a stubby extension, and a stubby 1/4 inch ratchet. Then once you break that free, you could probably switch over. You can remove the ratchet. And maybe just, there we go. We can spin the extension with that socket. You don't want to lose that bolt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a magnet to assist me here. I was able to capture that bolt there before dropping it. Our next step is to reach back there and grab that solenoid and twist it and pop it out. Now it is held in place with a little O-ring as well. You know, sometimes using a pair of pliers like this here. This is a set of hose pliers here, but you can use the end here to get around the end of the sensor itself. Kind of give that a little twist. You can see the sensor rotating now. And you want to grab a hold of that and push it away from you while you're twisting. There it is. Now I'm taking a little bit of engine oil, fresh engine oil, and putting it around the O-ring seal right here. We're going to go ahead and reach this around and pop that into place. There it is, it just popped in. I'm going to rotate that ear around. Try and get that bolt started. It's kind of tight, a little bit of a challenge. You can always try putting the bolt inside the socket and extension. So I was able to get that bolt lined up. I had it inside the socket and the extension. I want to get that started a few threads, and I'm going to try and run that down as far as I can by hand before I put my ratchet back on that. There it is. Now we can go ahead and snug that down. Now you do want to make sure that's snug. It doesn't have to be super tight because it's not a mechanical part that's going to just vibrate out. But make it snug. You're just using a 1/4-inch ratchet, so you can only get that so tight anyways. And then go ahead and grab that electrical connector, line that up. Once you have that lined up, we're going to go ahead and pull that on. You can feel it in here, it's snap into place, but it's always good practice to go ahead and grab that connector. Just give it a little wiggle, make sure it's locked on. Now this VVT solenoid is installed. We can go ahead and repeat that process for the forward one. Now if you have any check engine lights, you want to go ahead and clear those before you start up the vehicle and go for a road test. But then we can install our engine cover and intake. Lower the air box down into the air filter port. Wiggle it down, line it up, and install your two 10mm bolts. Go ahead and snug them down.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.